Yo, what is going on, fans and coaches of the ASL? My name is Hutcher322 here, and I'm bringing you yet another ASL video. And this is gonna be about 2 days late. Busy, but it's here for you guys now. And today I have for you guys my the ASL Season 4 the first round of the playoffs, so the wildcard round of ASL Season 4. So yeah, this is gonna be the wildcard round. We're gonna break down all the matches, and as you can see on your screen, there's only 6 matches played this week. That's because there's 14 coaches, so there's normally 7 games a week, but the number 1 and the number 2 seed have a bye. So the first 2 games that we will have will be the actual playoff games, and then the bottom 4 will be like consolation games. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the first match. For the first match, we have the Hartford Whalers and the Phoenix Flygons. TCP really brought it to Keister, getting a nice 6-0, as there was another 6-0 in the week. But yeah, let's go ahead and start this off, as Manaphy is one of the weekly heroes. So we're going to see Aromatease lead out against Victini, which Victini honestly cannot break through Aromatease effectively. But TCP is going to go for a blue flare, get a nice burn, so that's going to very hinder this Miltank's ability to beat the Victini, because it cannot beat it now that it is so weakened. But Victini is going to get a Spadef drop on the Focus Blast. I mean, that doesn't really matter that much. Keister's going to make a nice double into his Nidoqueen, predicting this Jolteon to come out here. Or not Jolteon, yeah, the Jolteon. But Manaphy is going to set up a Tail Glow here, and Manaphy is actually faster than Starmie, so Keister really has to go into his Thunders. Is going to go for a Bulk Up here, and then Manaphy is just going to Oko this thing with Surf. So Keister trying to make some ballsy plays there, but it really doesn't matter because this Manaphy has a Wakan Berry. And honestly, I'm not trying to hate on Keister, but that's just really poor prep. Wakan was kind of obvious, and he should have had a faster Starmie. When I was prepping, like when I was mocking for TCP, like Speedy Starmie wrecked this team, but yeah, this is just gonna be Manaphy's show. Getting nice 6 kills, clean way for TCP to start off his playoffs. So let's hop into the second game. For the second game, if you guys were looking for interesting games, you have come to the wrong place. We have another 6-0 here for the actual playoffs. We're gonna see Comfey go ahead and get 6 kills from Calm Minds, and I'm sorry, he didn't have a Poison type or Steel type. I had to do it. So let's go ahead and hop into the match. So we're going to see a Mega Absol leading off against a Mega Lopunny, which Mega Lopunny can obviously bop this thing turn 1. And Cody is going to go into his Zapdos. His Mega Lopunny is going to go for the Toxic, and he's going to go and do his Lantern as they just click return, do some huge damage to this Lantern. And Cody goes back out into his Zapdos, which is going to take some big damage from this Mega Lopunny, and another will kill the Zapdos. Since it does a Rocky Helmet, it's going to chip it down, but still it's going to hurt a lot. So Mega Lopunny just relentlessly clicking return here. Going to do some big damage as out comes the Comfey on the current black. Cody does double out into his Zapdos though. And I'm just going to start setting up Calm Minds. If he wants to Toxic me, that's fine. I have Aromatherapy, so I had no reason not to set up. So Cody's going to go out into his Delphox, which Delphox takes literally negligible damage from these Draining Kisses, but it really cannot do anything unless he clicks Trick. He has to click Trick, or he has to be Choice Specs into Psyshock to beat the set. So Comfey's just going to sit here. It does get crit, so Cody almost gets out of the woods with that one, but Comfey can just go ahead and synthesis up. We're going to see a Mega Ball for Mega Absol, and then gets OHKO'd by this Draining Kiss. We're going to see Delphox come back out, and then Comfey is just going to get back up to, get all the way up to +6, just so it can start one-shotting a bunch of things, and can eventually break through this Delphox. So Comfey is now +6, gonna get healed up, so the crit is not gonna hurt it. And Draining Kiss does 23% to this Delphox, so it's gonna be a grind to kill it. So we're gonna see another 23%, so it's gonna be about a 5-hit KO. And we'll see some more damage here, 24%. And then Delphox is gonna go for the Psychic. Doesn't do anything, so if Cody had Psyshock there, he'd have a chance if he got a bunch of crits. And that is going to take out the Delphox, so Comfey already claiming 2 kills in the game. Conkeldurr comes out. We'll see if Conkeldurr can do anything. Nope. Just going to go ahead and get one shot real quickly. And Zapdos comes out. Can Zapdos do anything? Almost gets one shot. Static does pop off here. and discharges nothing. So Cody basically has to have Comfey get paralyzed for the rest of the game and hit a bunch of crits to win the game. He's going to double out in the Lantern. That thing dies. 4 kills for Comfey at this point. If Comfey doesn't get paralyzed, it just wins, guaranteed. Kirim goes down. Either way, there was a Babiri on the Comfey, and Comfey is going to get the last kill on Training Kiss on the Zapdos. So we're going to see a Calm Mind Comfey just sweep through the London Lapras' team. And for the playoffs, we're going to see the Hartford Whalmers and the Portland Timbers move on to the next round. So in the first game of the Constellation Bracket, we have the Zagreb Zangooses taking on the Washington Wailords. And no weekly heroes for this match, but this was a pretty solid match between the two. The highest seed and the lowest seed in the Constellation Bracket, but still a good match. So props to them. So we're gonna see Sneasel and Meloetta lead here, and going straight out into Tapu Fini, not wanting to take a big hit. And then Keldeo is actually gonna show off the Poison Jab here. Not really fearing the Moonblast. I'm kind of confused why, but Keldeo then goes for a Swords Dance. Basically just has to hope that this Tapu Fini does not have the Moonblast, but he ends up having it. And this Yanmega is going to try and Giga Drain. He's going to take a big hit in the process, but with Giga Drain's health recovery, it's going to get actually killed by a Hydro Pump, but would not have died to Moonblast. But this is a genius set by Marin. It's putting in so much work right now, but Meloetta is going to be able to kill with a Hyper Voice, and Meloetta gets to do so much right now. And we're going to see a Quiver Dance, likely a Side Shot coming out. Nope, a Hyper Voice, so 35%. And behind the sub, this thing is going to take some big damage still. And then Volcarona is going to go for the Inferno Overdrive. So just going to pop this Meloetta. And then out comes Gardevoir, which Gardevoir is going to take a Fiery Dance since it is a really good, Spadef stat. And Cam is going to go ahead and use the Hyper Voice to break through the sub after Trick Rooming. So very good play on his part, but then this Mega Medicham does come in and get the kill. So Landers goes for the Earthquake, and then this Mega Medicham follows up with an Ice Punch, but Ditto can do some work here. So we're going to see Superior come out. It's going to get O-Code by Ditto. We're going to see Mega Medicham come out, click Fake Out. It's 31%. So I would assume that Ditto's just locked in here. Going to go for a High Jump Kick, kills that thing. And if Sneasel, or if this Zygarde gets crit, there is light for Cam, but we're going to see E-Speed. So that's going to seal the deal, as we're going to see an Aguav Berry here as well. And yeah, Marin really using the 50% berries to his advantage, being able to get up some clutch health on Zygarde and Fini to ultimately win in the game 2-0 over the Washington Wailords. And then we have the only upset of the week. We have the Slowbrohemians being upset by the PC Barcelona. Mega Glalie putting in nothing but the finest, 3 kills in the match to eventually win Shadow of the game. So let's hop into it. We have Mega Deontay and Garchomp here, and not wanting to risk a Choice Scarf, TJ is going to swap out, which if he did Mega Evolve, that would have benefited him immensely. But Latias is going to go for the Reflect here, go out into Jirachi, and possibly start setting up. So we're going to see a Calm Mind here. And Togetic is going to go for a Baton Pass, so passes into Garchomp, and Garchomp can Earthquake, but TJ is going to go for the Shattered Psyche. Shadow was likely scouting for the Icy Wind, and then Garchomp comes in here, clicks Earthquake, and actually Moonblast coming off from Jirachi. So Garchomp is going to double out, predicting a swap. Likely predicting a swap out into Latias, but TJ did end up going Swellow, which forces the swap into Togetic. Oh, sorry, just dropped something. But Swellow is going to go for the Facade, get rid of that thing. 6-4 up for TJ right now. And Mega Glalie is going to go ahead and click that Mega Evolve button and go for a nice Iron Head. So Shadow making a great read there. That Mega Deontay was coming out. And then wants to swap out to preserve his Mega Glalie, because he sees that for a path to victory, which definitely looks very feasible. And we're going to see a crit to the Jirachi. That definitely sucks. But then Swellow can come out, and Shadow's just going to be forced to sack his Garchomp, which in the process is going to get rid of Swellow. So I'm sure Shadow's pretty okay with that. And 3-3 at the moment. Araquanid is going to come out, as Cloyster is going to go for a Shell Smash. And Cloyster can honestly win this game. But we're going to see a Lunge here. So some good prep on Shadow's part, which is actually going to save this game. because Lunge is going to lower Cloyster's attack to the point where it's not going. It has to either choose to kill Araquanid or Shell Smash up in the hopes that he misclicks, because he's not able to kill Suicune at this point. Suicune can come in and live a Rock Blast. It depends if he. I think it's a roll for him to live. Otherwise, it would have been pretty close if he was at +4 instead of +2. So good prep on Shadow's part, really saving himself right now. And he's gonna go out into Mega Glalie, gets a free swap, not what TJ wanted. And we're gonna see Mega Glalie click Ice Shard, is going to live the Draco Meteor. I think either way, Suicune could have won the game unless that thing had recover. But Dugtrio is going to come out and does die to the Ice Shard. So Mega Glalie with a nice cleanup, clicking 3 Ice Shards to win the game. And that is going to be the upset for the week. PC Barcelona taking it to the Slow Bohemians with Mega Glalie doing work. And then we have the Arcane Arcanines, the number 9 seed, taking on the number 12 seed Intermelodic. And Lando T, Ian had a really up and down season with Lando T. He really never got the hang of it, but in this game, picking up 4 kills, it was just a monster for Static to deal with. And let's hop into it. So we have Mega Gyarados and Cobalion here, and doubles out into Snorlax, probably predicting the Volt Switch, because if Cobalt isn't out, there's not much can be done about the Snorlax, but Snorlax is going to pack the counter, so nice prep on Static's part. We're going to see a cross chop into the Mega Gyarados, well, not Mega yet. And then this Gyarados goes for the taunt, probably trying to prevent the swap into Clefable. It'd make the most sense, but we're going to see Weezing and Weavile. So Static making some good plays early on. We're going to see Stockpile Weezing, and Darkest Lariat going to do some good damage, but Weezing is going to go for the Clear Smog. Almost picks up the kill on Incineroar, which Darkest Lariat, if I'm not mistaken, goes through Stat Boost, so that's going to go through the Stockpile. But Weavile comes out. Weavile can go for a knockoff and go for an Icicle Crash. It's certainly not going to kill with the Stockpile up, and Static is just going to actually go for a Rest here. So Stockpile, Sleep Talk, Rest, Clear Smog would make the most sense to me. Oh no, he does not have Sleep Talk, so this might come back to bite him. And we're gonna see a Flynium Z from Lando does kill this Weezing, and Lando is going to go on a tear. Setup Lando is the best way to run Landorus Therian. I stand by that statement until the day I stop playing Mons. It is so difficult to deal with. Dual Dance Landorus is absolutely ridiculous. So we're going to see a double out into Whimsicott, just to basically soak up the Earthquake. And then Whimsicott is going to go for a Tailwind. Alolan Marowak comes out. Since Alolan Marowak walls the life out of Cobalion if he isn't running Stone Edge. So Clefable comes out. Clefable is going to get one shot by a crit from the Flare Blitz. And then Lando comes out, and Lando can just set up. And Lando is actually going to go for the Swords Dance here. Lando can click Fly if it wants to. We're going to see a Moonblast come out here. And Lando's going to go for the Rock Polish instead. So it's going to be outspeeding. Whimsicott can go for the Tailwind. And Lando's going to get some fly damage off on this Heatran, which will actually 2-shot. So Static should honestly just... Ian should click Fly again. But he's going to go for the Earthquake here. And he's going to go for the Fly. We'll see. Gyarados is going to go for a Dragon Dance. Just Static is going to try and make the most out of this. And then Fly is going to come in here and kill the Lando T. So we're going to see Whimsicott. Whimsicott is not going to be able to outspeed. Lando goes for the Fly. And Fly Lando is putting in the finest right now. So Fly does kill the Whimsicott as well. Now Snorlax, if it can live a hit, it can prevent this sweep. It does not live a hit. And Lando just picking up these kills. Nope. Tailwind Heatran is going to come through. We're going to see Sturdy onto the Crustle. So that boy Crustle going to get some nice kill there. Get a nice kill. Get some nice kill. Grammar is good. And it's not going to kill this Alolan Marowak, but Weavile can just come through and click a move, and yeah, that is going to be the game. Arcane Arcanines, Ian just putting on so much pressure with that Fly Landorus, and ultimately winning him the game, so the Arcane Arcanines will move on. And for the last game that I have for you guys, this is a really short video for weekly recap, holy crap. Ooh, bars. But yeah, it's just because they were like 2-6-0s. They were short games. Plus it's only 6 games. It'll be even shorter next week, hypothetically. But anyways, for the last game I have for you guys, we have the Utah Hoots and the St. Louis Swablues. No weekly heroes, but 4-0 in Susie's favor. So we're gonna see Rhyperior. And then Scrafty's going to go for a knockoff, likely predicting the swapping out into Necrozma, just trying to take the HJK. But now Susie's going to go out into his Curum, bold prediction indeed, my friend. So then Scrafty's going to Dragon Dance up again, and Susie's having none of that. Going to go for a what I'd assume to be a Z Draco. Gets rid of this thing. Mega Aggron can come out. It cannot one-shot with Heavy Slam, so Susie has no reason not to stay in. He's going to go for the Safeguard, so predicting the Toxic, so maybe he's trying to pick up a nice sweep with this Necrozma. He can set up 3 Calm Minds. As this Necrozma cannot be Toxic right now under the Safeguard, so Necrozma is going to go for the Calm Mind, and Cryogonal can try and do some work as it is going to go for the Haze. That's an amazing animation. Hold up. Can we just take a moment to appreciate that animation? Oh my god, I was not expecting it. So, Mega Scizor is going to eat up the Toxic, obviously, because it is a Steel type. And Mega Aggron going to come out. Mega Scizor does go for a Swords Dance, though. We'll see if the Mega Aggron has Fire Punch. It likely does. And, yeah, we're going to see the Fire Punch come out there. So, yeah, Necrozma is going to just sit here. Goes for the Moonlight. We'll see if Malone packs a Toxic. No, he's just going to relentlessly Heavy Slam. So, this is actually setup fodder for Necrozma. So we're going to see Cryogonal come out here. Going to go for the Calm Mind, and Susie gets a free Flash Cannon here. Malone has to click Haze. And yeah, he's going to click Haze. We're going to see Susie go for another Calm Mind. So honestly, this is not working out for Susie, since now he's going to get Toxic, and a Flash Cannon is going to do some big damage. Another one will likely kill the Cryogonal. It's a roll at this point. Susie has no reason not to go for it. And yes, it does pick up the kill on Cryogonal. So Necrozma, Susie's finally playing it well, and he's played it well all season, but he's really finding a way to use setup Necrozma well. If Cryogonal didn't have the Haze, there's a decent chance that Necrozma just sweeps. But we're going to see Tapu Bulu go for the bulk up, as Mega Scizor is going to counter the setup with its own, clicking Swords Dance. And Tapu Bulu is not going to win this war. And Mega Scizor is going to go for another Swords Dance, and a +4 Bullet Punch is going to do. It's going to do just over 100% one-shotting this Tapu Bulu. And if Malone or if Susie has Superpower, he has a chance to sweep, but he does not. He's going to go out into his Rotom Mow as Malone is just going to go for the Fire Punch. Obviously his best play. And then we're going to see Willows come out, and if we have Pain Split packed on this Rotom Mow will be able to stall it out, but it doesn't have the Pain Split, so it's just going to Volt Switch into the Necrozma, which Necrozma is going to take a whole 6% from this. And basically, at this point, it's just taking Heavy Slam damage. Well, it's just going to be taking Toxic damage, because Leftovers would literally cancel out Heavy Slam. So Necrozma is going to set up a Calm Mind, and this thing goes for a Hurricane, gets a Confusion, and then Necrozma hurts itself in Confusion, so that sucks for Susie. And what's it called? Torn is just gonna go for the Heat Wave, just because it kills. There's no reason not to. Might as well catch something. And then coupled with the burn, the Rotom is gonna get, a nice kill, as Exploud is gonna tear through that thing with a Boom Burst. Exploud is gonna click Work Up here, and a +1 Exploud is not something you want to deal with. It's hard enough with choice specs, but you throw, it might be Silk Scarf. I don't know what it actually is. We're gonna see Boom Burst just rip through this Cresselia. No way that thing is taking it. And then Torn is gonna come out, gets the Hurricane off, and Malone's best mon of his season easily is Torn. Gonna be the last mon to fall here. Gonna get a crit with the Hurricane, but no Confusion, and that is gonna be sealing the deal. Sending the Utah Hoots off to the second round of the playoffs, which is the semifinals, which you'll see appear on the screen to the right. So we only have 4 matches next week, and the matches are the number 1 seed St. George Dragonites will be taking on the number 4 seed Portland Timbers. The number 2 seed St. Louis Samurai will be taking on the number 3 seed Hartford Whalmers. The number 7 seed Zagreb Zangooses, and the number 10 Utah Hoots will be facing off, and the number 9 Arcane Arcanines will be taking on the number 13 PC Barcelona. And if you guys are confused why Marin and Susie are playing, since it would make more sense for Marin and Shadow to play and then Ian and Susie to play. It's because the way that the brackets are set up. So that's just the way that they fall, because the way that they fell. Because otherwise, if everything went as planned, TJ would be playing Ian, so it'd be 7 versus 10 and 8 versus 9. If everything, I say went as planned, but if there were no upsets would be the better terminology. But yeah, that is gonna be the week. That is gonna be the weekly recap for you guys, and there should be a weekly recap for ASL Season 1 going up tomorrow. It's going to be a really short video. There's only 2 matches because we started doing the consolation bracket in Season 2. So thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.